President Bola-Ahmed Tinubu has been told that Nigeria does not need an isolated president like him in 2027. He was reminded of this in an open letter by his former special advisor on political matters, Dr. Hakim Baba-Ahmed.
Just my people, as the hot, it don't happen. Yes, we Nigerians, we don't need an isolated president anymore. Since people in the Aso Rock has confirmed it that you are an isolated president, we don't need to come 2027. And it shocked me and baffled me the most that this is the same man almost all the PDP governors are running to. This is just a clear evidence that those people or those governors, they don't care about the people in the state at all. They just care about power and what's going to their pocket. Just watch this video. Please share this video. Everybody must see this video. Share this video.
Dr. Hakim Baba-Ahmed, who recently resigned from his position as the special advisor on political matters in the office of the vice president, Kashim Shettima, said that President Bola-Ahmed Tinubu has lost the plot and that he should give way for the younger generation, that he cannot do the job. He doesn't have the capacity, he doesn't have the energy, he doesn't have the strength to continue to preside over this country going forward after the end of his first term. That is what we are talking about in this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, the former special advisor to President Bola-Ahmed Tinubu on political matters, Dr. Hakim Baba-Ahmed, has hit hard on the President Bola-Ahmed Tinubu, describing him as an isolated president who is running the country mostly from abroad while pursuing his personal matters. In other words, now Hakim Baba-Ahmed is working, he has worked in the presidency for 18 months. And having observed the president very closely, he described the president as insular and isolated. Nobody sees him. He said he's 18 months in the presidential villa. He never met the president one-on-one as his special advisor on political matters. The only occasion he met the president was 3 times in the mosque. And that was not an occasion where you can advise the president on anything. Imagine a big country like Nigeria, the president cannot even be assessed by his advisors. And he went on to talk about the fact that the president received advice from people that are not even, Nigerian public are not aware, unappointed people. Okay? And what he pointed out that is important, that Nigeria should note in this letter, is that the president is running the country mostly from abroad. It means that the president is not really in charge of the country. And with the enormity of responsibility that Nigeria faces, it doesn't need a president who is not on ground, a president who is not everywhere where he should be. You can remember that when there were killings in Jos and Benue State, the president was out of the country. He was taking a holiday for 2 weeks. And they claim he went there to assess his 2 years in office, which he couldn't do in no place was good enough for him to do it here in Nigeria. And to show you that he was really an insular and isolated president, even when he came back, despite the tragedy that happened in Plateau State and Benue State, he didn't make any effort to personally visit those places. So you have a president who cannot even, people can't see him even in the presidential villa. People he appointed cannot see him. People he appointed cannot see him. And this man is telling us through this letter, there are many people he appointed that has no business being in government. And they are not doing virtually nothing for the people. And the person that's supposed to run the country He's not always around. Even when he's around, nobody sees him. And look at the way Hakim Baba-Ahmed put it in his letter. He said, your closed-door style of leadership, your apparent indifference to complaints of ethnic bias in appointments, and the perception that you frequently run the country from abroad while attending to personal matters have created the image of an isolated leader heading an insular administration. There is nothing more damning than somebody in the inner circle, somebody who is part of government, who had been in government and observed Baba-Ahmed Tinubu for 2 years, describe him that he is an insular and isolated leader. That says a lot about how the country is being run. It means that the people running the country are not actually the people elected to run the country. The country, if we are to believe that INEC results is the reflection of Nigerian will of Nigerian people, that Tinubu was elected, then this man say he is not always around to do the job. Even when he's around, nobody can see him. It's literally he is saying that the president is being hidden from Nigeria. So what is the presidency hiding from Nigerians? What is stopping President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu to fold his sleeves and go on site, go and visit places of tragic happenings in the country? So there must be something going on. And this man have seen it from close quarters and said, no, this country cannot continue like this. And that was why he resigned, and he now have to write this open letter, hoping that the president will see it. Because he knows that if you follow the bureaucratic approach of writing this letter to the president is not going to see it. So he put it out in the media. And he wrote, he said, your inner and secondary circles do not reflect the discipline or inspiration necessary to transform Nigeria. This paragraph is padded with a lot of information. He said, your inner and secondary circles do not reflect the discipline or inspiration needed to transform Nigeria. It means you have lost the plot. I have watched you from close by. I have been part of your government. I have seen everything that is happening in the villa. With all the people surrounding you, with what is happening to you, your insular attitude and all that, I do not think you have the necessary inspiration and the discipline to transform a country like Nigeria that needed desperate transformation, because we are living in desperate times in Nigeria. So you don't need a president that is insular, that is isolated. You need a president that has hands-on the job, need to be everywhere, and this thing is not about age, it's about the capacity, about the strength to do the job. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump is how many years? Almost 70 something, 78 or whatever. I can't remember, but Donald Trump is old. He's in his 70s. He's in his 70s, but look at Donald Trump, he's everywhere. Everywhere. You see him, he has the energy, he has the capacity, he has the strength. And you see him granting interview to the media. If you see when he's on the plane, Force One plane, Trump is talking to people, he's talking to journalists. When he lands, he's talking to people. His brain is sharp, his effectiveness is there. You can't fault. It's not about age, it's about having the mental capacity, having the physical capacity to be able to do the job. And from this letter, it is obvious that Hakim Baba-Ahmed observed a man who doesn't have the energy, who doesn't have the temperament, who doesn't have the mental capacity to be able to run a country of over 250 million people. And he's telling him, step aside for a younger person who has the energy, who has the stamina, who has what it takes to run the country. Okay, now you look at it this way. You are working for a government. You are appointed to be the special advisor to the president on political matters for 18 months. The president had never invited you to hear from you. Does that make sense? I respect Dr. Hakim Baba-Ahmed because he said he doesn't want to be just collecting salary without doing nothing. That's good. That's a good consideration on his part, to be frank. A lot of people will sit there and just be collecting the salary and their emoluments and what have you. So because he was fed up with the whole thing, because of the way the president was running an insular and isolated government, he told him, look, he'd observed that he cannot do it. So in his open letter, he urged the president to step aside. Look at the way he put it. He said, step aside, not for your opponents, but for a new generation of Nigerians who can carry the nation forward with fresh energy and ideas, he wrote. He said, our generation has done its time. It will be a masterstroke if you and your party yielded the field to new voices and new leadership. That way, you could catalyze a peaceful, historic transformation and inspire a new political culture rooted in merit, unity, and progress. That is an advice that, of course, the presidency is not going to listen to him on that, telling Tinubu to step aside and not to participate in this 2027 election that he has already entrenched himself inside. He's getting a lot of endorsements from right, left, and center, and he believed that anyhow it's done, that he can be able to maneuver his way. If he can be able to maneuver his way, and INEC declared him president in the middle of the night, when he was not even a sitting president. Now that he's sitting president, he believes he can do it. But let's wait and see. But the important thing is this, that what Dr. Hakim Baba-Ahmed has revealed to us is that, is this what we want to continue going forward? Or do we just manage this man so that he just finishes 4 years and then Nigerians will overwhelmingly vote against him and extricate the country from an isolated president who runs the country from abroad? He's not really in charge, from what Hakim Baba-Ahmed is saying. He's not really in tune with the realities of what is going on in the country, because he's not always around. Even when he's around, he's isolated, that even those working in his office, they don't see him. And Hakim Baba-Ahmed, when he was talking to Arise TV the other day, was saying he doesn't know what were the reason why the president is always being hidden. Nobody sees him, even when he's in the country. A nation of 250 million people cannot put his destiny in the hands of such an isolated president. I do not know what to think about this, but whatever is your view, what is your position about what the revelation coming from Dr. Hakim Baba-Ahmed, who has worked in the presidential villa, an appointee of President Bola-Ahmed Tinubu, who have seen him close by and is raising an alarm that what we have there at the villa is an isolated and insular president who doesn't have capacity to continue, and that he should give way for the younger generation. What do you have to say? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet